Oh, I'm sorry. You thought the fillers were over? You thought that we were going back into canon for good this time. I mean, I thought that. So why didn't you think that? Well, sorry guys, we're going back into filler. And before I get into that horrible thing that we're going into, first I'm going to talk about the amazing episode. And it's funny how when we get filler episodes, they're usually like either okay or they suck, but it's never really a good episode. It's always just okay or they suck. But then we get a canon episode, and it's always brilliant. Every single one so far, like canon, brilliant. Filler, it was okay. Canon, brilliant. And this one was a brilliant episode. It starts off where Naruto and Sasuke are still captured. Naruto breaks away, makes a little comment about how the Kaguya should be proud about her children leaving the nest or whatever, because that's what a real mother is, but she's not listening. All she wants to do is kill them. So they gotta figure out a way to beat her. What's funny is that we've been in filler for so long, like another filler arc, that Kakashi, Sakura, and Obito, which Obito I guess he's passed out, so just the Sakura and Kakashi are looking at the Naruto and Sasuke, staring at Kaguya, and Kakashi's like, what are they doing over there? And Sakura's like, they're staring each other down pretty hard. It's like, yeah, they've been staring down each other pretty hard for like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, definitely a long time. Naruto breaks away and he comes up with a strategy to distract Kaguya. He tells Sasuke, and Sasuke like, are you sure about this, man? Because I don't know about this. I don't know what you're gonna try to do. He's like, just follow my lead. Naruto goes in. Sasuke uses his Amaterasu on Kaguya. She just kind of absorbs it. And right when Naruto comes up, Shadow clones, you know he's gonna do something huge, and then he does a reverse Harem Jutsu. You see all like the naked guys around Kaguya, and she's just like baffled. She's like in shock of what she's seeing. Cannot believe it. And it's hilarious because you think she thought they were gonna use some big, flashy, powerful move, because that's what any normal person would think. And she would have never expected to see such nonsense, such like just the most random thing ever, and that's what ends up getting her guard down for Naruto to come in and just hit her right across the face. Though she's not the only one that's in disbelief, though. Sakura's in disbelief too. She's just shocked that it even worked. She's like, that could have gotten me, but this person's like a god. Like, why would you ever think about using something like this? And it worked, and she just freaked out, and it was hilarious, her expression on that. Then after she got punched in the face, Naruto and Sasuke are going in. They gotta touch her with those tattoos they have on their hands to seal her up, and I gotta say the animation during this episode was amazing. Them going in, just the way they're moving, and the camera zooming up on them, it was amazing. And they almost reach her, they're almost there, and suddenly she transports them into an ice world. They're all stuck in the ice, and they're just barely out of reach of her, and she kind of like teleports herself out from the ice. And I like the added detail of her body. The shape of her is still like engraved in the ice after she left. I don't know if they did that in the manga, but that was a really nice added detail that they put in there. She realizes that she's not going to be able to beat these guys with both of them there. It's just too much to handle, having 2 distractions. So she teleports her arm into this another dimension, grabs Sasuke, and pulls him into another dimension. And he goes right into a sand world. And Naruto tried reaching for him. He tried keeping the dimension open to get Sasuke back in, but it was too much. He couldn't keep it open. So now Sasuke is like wandering this like desert dimension or whatever. Naruto revives Obito. Well, I guess the clone Naruto revives Obito, and he wakes up thinking like, wow, I'm still alive. Like, I can't believe I'm still alive, but we got work to do. He tells the clone Naruto to explain everything that's been going on so he can help. And he's basically, you can tell he's ready to sacrifice himself, because I think he knows he doesn't have much time left. I think he's only been revived for a short amount of time to be useful in any way, and I think he knows that. Meanwhile, they're coming up with a strategy. Sasuke's still looking around the desert world thinking like, how the hell am I gonna get out of here? Where's the opening? And even the animation in this part, the light hitting him, and like the shadows on his face and everything, it was just amazing. The movement of the characters, the music, I gotta say, was amazing in this episode as well. I think I heard a few new tracks. I know there was the apocalyptic one from last time, but I think I heard a couple other ones too. There's some sad music that later plays in the episode that I really liked as well. Obito concludes that her dimension thing is basically another version of his time-space jutsu. And he figures that out, and he thinks, I can copy it or try to use that same thing that she's using and travel into her dimension and see if he can bring Sasuke back. But he says he has to have an enormous chakra and has to be really close by. So Sakura volunteers her 100 healings thing to Obito to see if that will give him enough power, and he says it'll just a bare minimum. I'm gonna need way more than that, but it'll have to do. And he gives like a nice, beautiful speech to Naruto, saying like, you know, I may be a horrible person. I am a horrible person. I've done a lot of horrible things, but now is my time to redeem myself. I am Kakashi's friend, and I'm gonna save the world if I can, and basically like redeem himself. And I like that about Obito. I like that he came around. I would have rathered, honestly, that he or Madara be the final villain, just because we've seen more of them and know more about them than Kaguya. We don't know crap about Kaguya. Even after that filler arc, it didn't really explain anything on her. But yeah, that's their strategy. That's what they're going to try to do. Naruto kind of gets himself pinned in the ice by Kaguya, thinking like, oh, I'll make it look like I'm pinned down and get her close enough, because she was using the environment to attack Naruto. It was a lot of craziness going on. Like, she's so powerful that it's insanity. But he's coming up with a plan. Obito and them are coming up with a plan. We're getting all ready for some epicness to happen. It switches back to where the reanimated characters are at, and it's really quiet. They're trying to come up with a plan to like, what's going on? We need to figure out a way to find Naruto and them. And out of Madara's lower half of his body that's lying there comes Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, to tell them about what's going on, where Naruto and Sasuke are. Like, okay, that's good. I mean, this was in the manga, so it's okay. But then he's like, well, I'm gonna tell you a story about Ninshu and all this crap that nobody gives a shit about. And here we are, going back into another filler arc. Can you believe it? It's like, me and my sister are laughing about it because it comes back to canon for this episode. And I'm like, thank God that Kaguya arc is done. We can go back into canon. And she told me, she said, I don't trust it. I know it's going to go back. At this point, I know it's going to go back into filler. It's just a matter of when, and it's literally the next episode after this one that goes back into filler. It's a disgrace, honestly. It's like, the fans are done waiting for this show to end. We want it to end. And then there's people out there, reviewers and fans alike, that are happy about these fillers. They're saying, yeah, we get to see Hagoromo, and we get to see Hamura, and their backstory. I don't give a crap about their backstory. We've already know who they are. We've already seen them fight Kaguya. Well, seen them fight Kaguya in a couple of still images. But we don't give a crap about that. We want to see the actual story. We want to see the amazing episodes that have been coming out that are canon. We don't care about all this filler nonsense. They say that it adds more information. We get a lot more information. What information? We get to see Hagoromo come up with Ninshu and how it affects people, brings everybody together, and then some people take it and turn it to ninjutsu and start a war. We already know all of that. We know all of that information. What more are they going to show us? All they're going to show us is how it happened, or show us it happening, but we don't care about that. We know about it. We want to move on from it and actually see what's supposed to happen in the actual story. And it just baffles me that people actually care. Some people care about these fillers. I mean, it's like, it's a lot better if we just finish this story. We finish it up in a beautiful, perfect way, and then you can go into your fillers if you want. Your fillers can come after this. You can have all the filler you want when this show is finished, but please quit dragging it on. It's like a hassle. It's like, well, now I gotta just watch some fillers to go through until it complete the story. So we'll see you later, everybody. Come back when it's back to the story. It's like, I don't like that at all. What's worse is that me, being one of the few people that actually watch Naruto in dub, I prefer this show in dub over the Japanese sub. And it's because mainly I started watching it in dub. I never started watching it in the sub. So I'm used to the English voices. They're already about 2 years behind on what episode we're on right now in the Japanese. It's gonna take forever if we have to go through all the filler bullcrap that they've been pushing out. It's like, well, now we got more fillers that they're gonna have to dub, and then I'm gonna have to get through before they can dub the actual good episodes. And it's just annoying that that's something extra I have to deal with now, just because they want more money. Anyways, I didn't mean to go into a rant about all this filler crap. It's just I'm so sick of filler that I don't even know. It's like it's not even the same show anymore. It's like I'm watching just like, you get a little bit of nice episodes, like here's an episode of canon, just to keep you guys ready, and then here's some filler, and then here's an episode of canon. It's like they know we hate filler a lot, so like, let's just give them an episode or two, once in a great while of canon, and then keep going on the filler arc. And it's like, no, that's, just stop the filler. Just stop the filler, let's go into canon, finish the story, then you can go into filler. That's it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you liked anything that I had to say. Comment, do you like the fillers? Is the fillers adding any depth to the story? Are you getting more information that you didn't know already? Because I'm not. I already knew all of this stuff already. I mean, it was kind of guessed that Kaguya was an alien. And that was mainly because they did say that she came from a really far off land, and whatever. It's like, and we already know, we've already seen the whole world of Naruto, so it's like, what land did she come from? So it was already guessed that she came from outer space. And now with this filler arc, this Kaguya filler arc, we are confirmed that she is an alien, that she came from space. But it's like, did we need an entire filler arc just to explain that? They could have just said that in one sentence. My mother, Kaguya, is an alien from outer space. And there you go. That's all that needed to be said. Everybody would know, we'd all be fine. And that's it. And it's like they have to make a freaking filler episodes just to explain all this crap. No, we don't need it. Please stop. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have yourselves a great one.